Hi, this is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications. Share me with a friend and on social media. So today we're talking about Gosund. This is the Gosund dimmable light switch. That's right, it is the DS1 dimmable light switch. D as in dimmable, S as in switch, 1 is the first one. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna open this box. We're gonna see what's inside. We're gonna check this puppy out. So don't touch that dial. Stay right here as we check out the Gosund dimmable light switch. It's a Wi-Fi light switch. Okay, people, now it's time for another edition of What's in the Box? What's in the box? Gosund dimmer light switch. One piece. This is the DS1. Let's open the box. Cue the music, Phil. Alright, we have a sticker kit so you can label your wires. An instruction manual, nuts, bolts, and wire caps. A Gosund plate, and the switch itself. Alright, we have your out, so this would be your traveler, your LN1, your in, and your ground. This is your neutral wire, this is your live wire, this is your travel wire, ground wire. Got a little connected thing. Looks like there is the ability to dim it by raising and lowering here. Plastic case. Alright, so what did we get in the box? Sticker kit, instruction manual, bag of goodies, Gosund wall plate, and the Gosund switch itself. This is the dimmer switch, the DS1. Alright, so today we're going to install the Gosund dimmer switch, smart dimmer switch, into my loft. Now my loft is a mess right now, so that's way uncool. First thing we gotta do is turn the power off, which we already did. Now we're gonna remove the switch that we're replacing. And this is the one to the ceiling fan light. And I'm hoping I have a good angle so you can see what we're working with. All right, you can see here on the original switch, we have black, red, ground. In the back of your box, there should be a grouping of wires that are your neutral. So you're going to tap into those. Now the first thing you want to do whenever working with your electricity is you want to make sure that your power is off. I have this Klein Tools meter. And what it does is it will beep when you test the power. So there's no power coming into these wires here. And that's what you want, no power coming in. So you don't shock the heck out of yourself. Now we gotta get these out. We're just gonna take the easy way. And we're gonna clip these wires. So one of these is our pass-through. One of these is our live wire. So this should be our live wire. This should be our pass-through, and this is our ground. And I believe this grouping of wires back here It's a mess in this box. That grouping of wires right here is our neutral. So now we got the right tool for the job. We're going to strip the wire like that and like that. So then this should be as simple as going here, hooking our red up, but in this one it's red, black. Okay, make sure you tighten them, because when you push them back in the box, you want to make sure everything is nice and tight and doesn't come loose. Now this is our ground, and I'm always one for making sure I try to have my wires managed as well as possible into the box, especially with this 3-gang box here. You don't want your wires to touch the other switches. All right, now here, this is your neutral wire. So this is your neutral grouping of wires in the back of the box. Now you can add a pigtail to it, which then you would put the pigtail and then put another nut on it, which is possible. I personally think that just adds another piece that can fail. And if I have enough wire, why not just add this one to it? Which is what I'm going to do. As long as the wire nut can handle it. Make sure it's tight. Make sure you have a good connection. This is the one that's going to drive the brain, so you want to have a good connection. This one is your ground, and you want to have a good connection. So now, when you manage your wires back into the box, be very careful not to touch any of the other things or the other switches in the 3-way box. So the first one we're going to manage back is pushing this neutral set back into the box. Now don't grab the wires per se, because you don't want the wires to rub any of the plastic off the wires. Grab the nut, and the whole goal is to make it as neat and tidy as possible. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to turn the power back on. As you can see from the switch itself here, there's power to the switch. Right there is our power to the switch. This is the top, this is the bottom. We're going to turn our little guy on here. All right, everything seems to be copacetic. Now again, I have learned from installing many of these switches that you do not use the ones in your old or switch. You use the ones that came with the switch to install this, because they fit into the groove the way they're supposed to. All right, the switch is in. The switch is in. All right, so we're going to hold the switch down. And there we go. We have a flashing green light. All right, now you can use the Gosund app on this, or you can use the Smartlife app. You probably can use Brilliant or Tua. So we're going to go in here and we are going to add another switch. We're going to go into electrical, I do believe. And we're going to go into Wi-Fi switch. We hit next. It appears that it is blinking rapidly. And now we are searching. Hey, we got some reaction. And SW2 is connected to Alexa already, so we have it. We're going to put this into our loft. We're going to change the name to and save and say done. That was a weird message. All right, it's working. All right, so now in this switch, we have the on and off feature. We can adjust the dimness of the light, because this is a dimmer switch and it's working right there from the application. All right, turn it on, turn it off, adjust the dimness. You have a schedule built into it. You can add a schedule to turn the light on, off, repeat. Very cool. What else do we have in here? We have this. It says it works with Amazon Echo and Google Assistant and Ding Dong. You can have offline notifications, device updates. There's no update available. All right. So the switch is in. Again, let's do some Alexa testing. Turn off loft lights.
Okay.
And it turned it off. Turn on loft lights.
Okay.
Make loft lights 100%.
Okay.
Make loft lights 50%.
Okay.
And it did it. Make loft lights 10%.
Okay.
And it did it. Make loft lights 100%.
Okay.
And we did it. All right, let's add the plate back. As you can see, here's the switch. This switch also is dimmable by running your finger up and down the switch itself. The touch sensor works really well. So you can run it down to 10% with your finger, up to 50% to 100%. You can turn the light off, you can turn the light on, and it remembers where you last left the switch. So if you have this room set at 3 little dots and you hit it, see how it leaves the little dot right there? So when you turn it back on, it will remember exactly where the lights were left. Turn on loft lights.
Okay.
And the light comes on. Make loft lights 50%.
Okay.
Make loft lights 10%. I made it 10%. Make loft lights 100%.
Okay.
And we're 100%. So there we go. The Gosund dimmable light switch. Pretty awesome. All right, so now you got to see the Gosund DS1 dimmable light switch in action. Installation, easy. You basically take the old switch out, make sure you take the proper safety precautions to do so, and then you hook it up with the wire nuts. On top of that, installation of the app, super easy, found by Alexa before you could even finish installing the app. Functionality, you have the three functionalities for the dimmable light switch. You have the physical functionality where you can turn it on, off with your finger, and up and down on the switch itself to dim or brighten the lights. You have the app functionality, which performs very well, and then you have the Alexa functionality. And by using certain voice commands such as percentages, you can dim the lights up and down. So, if you're interested in the Gosund dimmable light switch, the DS1, I put a link below where you can find it, along with all the specs and details. This is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications, share me with a friend and on social media, and I will see you soon. Oh, and by the way, happy belated St. Patrick's Day. See you soon!
Hey, wait a second. What about Alexa? I suggest we look on the internet.
Okay, you're crazy.
To get respect, you have to give respect.